Hi folks, it's Dave here from the iReady podcast. Just going to give you a very brief post-match reaction to that 1-1 draw that we've just had up at Pittodrie against Aberdeen. What can I say? Kind of feels like a defeat rather than a point that we've got. Sure, Aberdeen and their fans will be thinking this feels more like a victory. I certainly do feel that we were robbed in that one, guys. I really do. I thought that Rangers actually played very, very well, dominated the game, controlled the game, and then to lose a goal like that in the last few minutes was pretty gutting, to be perfectly honest with you. But we'll go over it, just as I say, a very brief summary. Rangers really should have scored within the first 4 minutes. A long ball which was picked up by Jamie Murphy, who stayed onside, got to the edge of the box, no one near him, tried to sidestep the goalkeeper, made a bit of a muck of it, really should have scored. And then the big talking point of the match on the 12th minute, where Alfredo Morelos was red carded like out of nowhere. I honestly didn't know what he'd been sent off for until half time, till I seen the replays, and even then I thought it was rather harsh. I really did. And for someone supposedly professional like the commentators, Andy Walker, basically saying that Morelos had completely lost it and let the team down and lack of discipline and all this nonsense. But then he turns around a second later and says it should have been a yellow card. Come on, Andy, give us a break here. But going by the officials last season, we knew that any kind of decision like that would go against us, and it did. Thankfully for us though, we were able to score, and it was from the penalty spot. Another controversial decision, not the penalty but what followed it, but it was John Flanagan with a great run, with a ball into Scott Arfield, who was just about to pull the trigger just inside the box. It deflected off the defender and fell straight to Josh Windass, who was just about to tap it into the net, where Windass was hauled back, clear as day, in front of the referee. Clear penalty. He was the last man. He prevented a goal scoring chance. Boys should have walked. I know that me and Derek, when we do the pod, might disagree on that one. I know that Derek sometimes feels, that one, we got the penalty and stuff. He might disagree again, right enough, but we've had this discussion before. I think that they should have been down to 10 men as well. So did all the commentators. So, and even for Andy Walker to come away like that, like I said, shows you that it was a stick-on red card. But thankfully, Tav stepped up, cool as a cucumber, slotted the ball away to make it 1-0. And then after that, it was basically the Ryan Jack show for me. Absolutely immense, completely controlled the midfield, won every single ball. Anytime we were driving forward, he was the man that was starting it off. Anytime that we were defending, which we didn't have to do a lot of because of him, he was the man in the middle. He was superb. So was Scott Arfield. I thought the two of them in midfield were superb in that first half. And the only save that Alan McGregor had to make was on the 44th minute, and it was a sort of high looping ball that he just thought he better deal with and put it out for a corner rather than any chances. So Rangers went in 1-0 at half time, one man down after the first 12 minutes. So the whole of the second half, really, with 10 men, and we completely controlled it. Into the second half, a fantastic 60-yard run by Koulibaly, a great ball through to him. He had a shot that it was blocked. And then I think the turning point of the game, Ryan Jack got injured. And that kind of changed the last 10 minutes of the match for me, because up until that point there was only one team that was winning that game, and that was us. But Jack going off, and I'm maybe going to have a wee bit of criticism for the manager here because of this one, and you can disagree with me, a wee bit naivety, but with the way that Ryan Jack was playing, he was all over the park, he was winning everything. I think like for like should have been what the manager should have done. But again, I'm not the professional here, I'm just a fan watching the game. Possibly McCrory would have been a better option than Ejaria, who is a more skillful attacking player. And then as soon as Jack went off, Aberdeen got a grip of the match, had a lot more possession, but I still was very confident that we were going to come away. But then unfortunately in the 93rd minute, a long ball into the box, wasn't cleared properly. It fell to the Aberdeen player just inside the box. He hit a low shot. Maybe Goldson could have done slightly better. Looking back, split second decision, went under his foot, past McGregor into the bottom corner. like I said, guys, if we had said at the start of the match that you're going to be a man down after 12 minutes and you're going to play more than 80 minutes at Pittodrie with 10 men, would you take the 1-1 draw? I think 99% of us would have said yes. But like I said, it feels more like a defeat than a victory. But trying to stay positive, I thought every single Rangers player worked their socks off today. They really did give 100%. Really pleased with the way that Ryan Jack played. I hope that it's not anything too serious. He certainly did get up. Because we will need him, as we've got a couple of very difficult games coming up when we play Maribor in the Europa League qualifiers. So me and Derek will be back hopefully this week. We'll give you a full match rundown of that game there, and we just have to hope that the Rangers players do take some positives out of that game as well as the manager does. But overall, pleased with the performance, just a bit gutted with the result in the end. But never mind, guys. I think it could have been a lot worse if it was this time last year. So anyway, take care, keep listening, and we will post on our Twitter and Facebook page when the next podcast is out. Take care, guys. Goodbye.